We are back at it again, ladies and gentlemen. Tucker Carlson sucks. So why don't we watch this video of him being super inconsistent? Let's do it.
First episode of Tucker Carlson Today. Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Tucker Carlson Today. We had a broad range of possibilities for the first person to talk to as we begin this new show, this new series. But really, in the end, there was only one choice. The one person we know who has crystal clarity on what's happening, not just in this country, but in the world, someone who's watched it and chronicled it for years now. His name is Douglas Murray.
I know Douglas, and I think that I've always gotten along with him, and I think that he's clever, but he's hardly an expert on anything. Well, so right. Like, what?
I don't think Trump would be a good president.
Oh my goodness. The thing is, when it comes to Tucker Carlson, he has no integrity. He's a little pervy, little twat. And he'll capitulate to anybody that will endorse him. That's why he's a little Russian bot. Man. And now to see this whole thing with like Trump and Israel is just comical at this point. It's just comical. Now, do I think you can evolve your opinions after you like learn more and gain more of a perspective on things? Sure, you can. Well, I don't think that's the case for Tucker. I just think he doesn't have any principles.
We cancel the next election if he got elected. It happened because we didn't.
Hardly an expert on anything. Well, so right. Like, what?
I don't think Trump would be a good president. I think he'd probably cancel the next election if he got elected. It happened because we didn't understand the country we preside over. And by we, not just the political class in D.C., but anybody with authority or money in the United States.
Referring to Trump, Carlson says, I hate him passionately. I can't handle much more of this.
We are very, very close to being able to ignore Trump most nights. I truly can't wait, Carlson texted.
That Trump is, in his words, a demonic force, a destroyer, but he's not going to destroy us.
It's such an honor to be here, and it's wild. Just another day following Bobby Kennedy Jr. at a Donald Trump rally in Madison Square Garden. I mean, what?
Americans supporting his.
Like I said, this man has no principles. Tucker Carlson will do whatever to get him ahead. He's a snake. He is a fraud. Everything he said about Donald Trump was correct, but then Donald Trump started giving him attention. He started getting a lot of money because MAGA are cult brain, and they'll just listen to anybody who praises their Lord and Savior. And Tucker realized, oh yeah, this is the side to be on. Time to cape for Trump. Time to lie for Trump. Even though everything I said about Trump was correct and stands to be corrected. But hey, all these people who are abide by religion and Christianity be having some of the most fallacious values I've seen in my life. Values that crumble at the sign of success and wealth. Values that don't mean anything, even though one of the big principles behind Christianity is not to serve another idol. But hey, when that idol makes you famous and rich, everything changes. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Tucker Carlson for being what MAGA, in the dictionary, the definition of MAGA is hypocrisy. So not surprised.
Because it's an ally.
I don't even know what those words mean. I'm just saying my principle.
They're an ally, right? I mean, they both.
I don't know what that means to be an ally.
Qatar is like one of our closest allies in the world. The largest American air base in the Middle East is in Qatar.
I don't know what an ally. Well, let me rewind that. Let me rewind that real quick.
Very close ally.
I don't even know what those words.
Americans supporting Israel because it's an ally.
I don't even know what those words mean. I'm just saying my principle.
They're an ally, right? I mean, they both.
Know what that means.
He doesn't know what an ally is. Like, what exactly is an ally? Is it possible for you to be an ally when you're Jewish? I don't think it is. I don't think being a Jewish ally is a thing. I don't think it's possible, actually. And, it's very funny. If you guys have been seeing some of the recent stuff that Tucker Carlson has been saying, where he has people on saying, maybe we should have sided with Hitler. you know?
Qatar is like one of our closest allies in the world.
Oh, I think he found out what ally means, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. You tell me. Did he find out what ally means? I don't know, man.
largest American air base in the Middle East is in Qatar. They're a close ally of ours.
The Chinese coronavirus is a major event. It will affect your life. And by the way, it's definitely not just the flu.
Was it 2012, 2013? I read up more people died of the flu that year than COVID people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just not true, by the way. That's just not true.
Would you know anyone who died of COVID?
Did people really die of COVID?
I don't know. I never knew anyone who did.
Nuclear technology. They've only been used once. If you,
I wonder, like, all those people who died of COVID, when their families see this, I wonder what they're thinking. Like, genuinely. I wonder what they think about all these dumbasses who pretend that COVID didn't exist.
killing, incinerating tens of thousands of civilians, that's just a bad thing. Let's just be honest, that's just a bad thing. And I just don't understand why you're not calling for the use of nuclear weapons against the Ayatollah right now. I'm serious. If you really believe they're trying to murder
of nuclear weapons,
whatever
part
it
of the
takes.
problem.
So you're a 15 or 16, 17-year-old boy.
I think that one probably is not inconsistent. I think he was just showcasing, like, if you think they're so evil, use nuclear weapons. So I think that one is not an inconsistent one.
Driven by biology to procreate.
Yes.
So you're either going to be inflicting your attentions on one of your peers who's, let's be honest, not ready for it. She's going to get hurt emotionally. Or you can have a safer, albeit technically illegal, outlet with a woman who knows what she's doing. You're not going to hurt her. You know what I mean? Like, this is harm reduction.
Now admitting that Emmanuel Macron
be inflicting your attention
of nuclear weapons.
whatever
part
it
of the
takes.
problem.
So you're a 15 or 16, 17-year-old boy. You are driven by biology to procreate.
I hate when people have this. Like, I do think there's a lot more of a biological instinct that drives a lot of the decisions that people do, because it goes into, like, some very core principles of life. But to act like these biological indicators completely drive your decision making at this point is false. I do think there is a correlation, but I don't think it is outright determinative of the actions you take. That is taking a lot of agency out of the self-awareness of what it means to be a human being.
They're going to be inflicting your attentions on one of your peers who's, let's be honest, not ready for it. She's going to get hurt emotionally. Or you can have a safer, albeit technically illegal, outlet with a woman who knows what she's doing.
What is the context of this conversation? He's saying that high school boys should get with teachers? Like, what? What is the context of this conversation?
Going to hurt her. You know what I mean? Like, this is harm reduction.
Now admitting that Emmanuel Macron was only 14 when they met, when he was in that play. 15, she says, whenever this affair happened.
I'll just go with 15 and say that's wrong.
Yeah.
Isn't that child molestation?
Theme. It's the.
I don't know the context of that. Apparently, Candace has been saying some weird stuff about the Macrons for some reason. I don't know why.
Larger point that Buchanan is making, that perhaps American involvement in World War II was a mistake, that people are upset about, and that I think you can take him to task over, because I think it's a wrong and in some ways an odious point.
I think the story we got about World War II is all wrong. I think that's right. And
Wait,
you can hardly
that people are
15 and say that's wrong.
Yeah.
Isn't that child molestation?
theme. It's the larger point that Buchanan is making, that perhaps American involvement in World War II was a mistake, that people are upset about, and that I think you can take him to task over, because I think it's a wrong and in some ways an odious point.
Oh, he's saying Buchanan's point is wrong.
About World War II is all wrong. I think that's right. And you
that was the interview where he says, I should probably just look here. That's the interview where he said, we should side with Hitler.
That this country won that war in what meaningful sense?
Summer after my freshman year.
When Hitler died, that meaningful sense? Wait, what? What? Oh, it's because Jewish people didn't all get exterminated. That's why we didn't win the war. Gotcha. Like, okay.
My roommate and I decided to go down to Nicaragua for the summer and work and, get involved in the war.
I think anybody, by the way, who serves in a foreign military should lose his citizenship immediately. Sharia is in.
You're like the dude that left and went to go fight with the Russians? That guy?
Tolerant. Women have, in the Quran, fewer rights than men do. I think that in every Muslim majority country in the world, non-Muslims are treated, have fewer rights.
Sharia law is bad, Seth. I don't know if you've heard that. It's bad. It's worse than what's happening in New York and Detroit. It's just bad.
This guy's such a snake. He is such a snake. That's not growth of like perspective. That's a complete 180 of your values. This guy is a snake. He's Tucker Carlson's a terrible person. And if any point you're siding with Tucker Carlson, Young Turks, I think it really shows who you really are. But yeah, that's all I got with Tucker Carlson. Oh, Jesus. Like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts about Tucker Carlson in the comment section. I do reply to all comments. Now, do I reply in a substantive way? I don't know. If you put a comment out there and if you say some bot shit, I'm really not going to be interested in replying to you. But if you say something like in good faith and that is substantive, then I will reply in turn. But you say some bot shit, I'm gonna just call you a bot and move on with my life. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, hope you guys enjoyed. You have a good one. Take care. Peace.